Hey guys, we're back. It's morning. Jacob's already working. Jonah's down there working. My dad's down in the trench down there trying to dig out just a little spot like I showed you where it kind of fell in. I got the kids situated inside, so we're gonna go ahead and get to work on this. Hopefully, it's supposed to rain this afternoon. We want to get obviously as much done as we can before it rains so we're not working underwater later this week. Okay, so my dad's over there putting the bottom. It's called the hydrant tee. It's a brass tee that screws into the bottom of the hydrant and then it tees off two directions. That is going to go, we haven't decided yet. This is where we wanted it to go, right on this wood post, but we've got a little bit more pipe, and if we had a little more pipe, we can get it to here. And we might be able to do it without having to use a union in line with this extra piece of pipe, because we've got a little bit left here that could come that way, so I'm not sure. I think we'll probably still put it there and then just put a union here and walk it across. We have the hydrant connected down here in the high tunnel. This morning, I think I told you, my dad was down here working on this so that we could get the pipe down deep enough because it had come in there. Jacob got down there and helped as well. I used the pump because some water had settled there overnight to try to get the water out so that we're not working in mud, which worked a little bit. But let me show you. I'll turn the camera around. Okay, so the hydrant's right here. Obviously it will not be this high. We'll need to push it down into the ground, but you can see we broke out the ground here. Here's where the pipe's coming through. And then we're gonna have to dig that out a little bit and put a gravel basin in there so that we can get that hydrant down far enough so the water doesn't freeze. So we'll still have to get the hose a little bit further on the edge that way when we're pulling it, but that's what we're working on. We got one more hydrant to connect, and then we'll charge the system, make sure we don't have any leaks, and then we can start backfilling everything so that we can start running power, and hopefully that goes much quicker because we won't be putting it down as deep, and there won't be so many plumbing connections. The electrical connections should go faster. Here, you gonna hand me those?
And put two of these. Just put them on. Don't move too far. This is going to be the fun part. I'm down there trying to...
Okay, so we've made all of the connections. We're about to turn the water back on. Say a little prayer that no leaks. That's what we're going for here. I don't see water here. I heard water. Lucy, you see any water coming out of the bottom there? Yeah, Jacob, you got to look where the bottom of the hydrant. Okay. Okay, keep watching it. This one's got gravel around it, so I really can't see. This one I'm gonna have to get in there. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if we can get water. Wowzers! That's That's a lot of water, really fast. What, sweetheart? I don't know. Okay, so this hydrant's good. Oh no! Oh wait. Okay. Hey guys, so I just used the hydrant and I turned it off, and I was like, oh no, it's leaking. But I don't know if you can see right down there. I'll try to zoom in. There's the little P trap that allows the water that's in the pole here to drain down so that it's, yep, and then it just stopped. That's what makes it frost free. So no water right now while it's off means that it's looking pretty good. Okay, no leaks at this hydrant here. I'm not going to get any water out of this one because they're getting water out down there. And see, the goats and cow think that this bucket is full of grain. I'm going to hand this to you so they stop molesting me. Go walk that way so they'll go that way. My dad and Jacob were down there making sure the water was coming through. So I think we're good. Jacob's going to be sick of playing in the dirt after this project. You can see the dirt is still kind of mushy and floating underneath him. It's just wet and mushy. It's going to have to dry out. So the hydrant is in there. We're running the electric line now. So we're going to go ahead. We've backfilled it. We're going to go ahead and run it back to the hydrant there. We need to backfill the hydrant and the T, the other two hydrants, and then we can finish up the electrical and backfill the electrical, and then start cleaning up the yard and reseeding and all that fun stuff. Get out of here, goat. Yep. Okay, so we need to bring this up, and then we need to add the gravel. Okay, so this one, I think I told you there's quicksand around here. It's just sinking down in. So what we did was we took a bucket, we filled it with gravel, we put it down there underneath this hydrant. So that's what it's sitting on. Now we're going to add some dirt, and then we'll add more gravel, and then we'll backfill when we're done with that. Jacob's going to be sick of playing in the dirt after this project. You can see the dirt is still kind of mushy and floating underneath him. It's just wet and mushy. It's going to have to dry out. So the hydrant is in there. We're running the electric line now. So we're going to go ahead. We've backfilled it. We're going to go ahead and run it back to the hydrant there. We need to backfill the hydrant and the T, the other two hydrants, and then we can finish up the electrical and backfill the electrical, and then start cleaning up the yard and reseeding and all that fun stuff. Oh, we're gonna run a tone wire around this?
No, it can be its own tone wire.
Okay.
Gas lines, water lines, things that don't have electricity.
Okay. Guys, so you can see the puddles, and the puddles, that's what we were racing. It's after dinner, it's 8 o'clock, and bums me out, it's already getting dark at 8 o'clock. So I wanted to kind of show you what we did. I'm gonna end this part of I'm gonna end this video now, and then I'll show you what we need to do, and we'll do another video for that. So see how there's all these puddles here? If we had not mostly filled this in, then there would have been a ton of water in the trench again. So at least we got it mostly filled. You can see there's some spots here that are low and a spot there that's low that needs to have some more dirt put in it. And there's plenty of dirt along here that I can scrape off and push that way, but it's still gonna settle. It's still not great to the point where I feel comfortable driving on it, because I feel like I'm gonna just drop off the face of the earth. Again, like right here, there's a low spot, but right here there was enough where I drove over it and it was fine. Like this stuff, there's a little lump of dirt I can push there. So there's just a lot of finish work that needs to be done. But let me show you, before it starts raining again, what we got done inside the high tunnel here. And this was actually pretty difficult, because this is, like you guys saw, all the water pooled here. So it was just quicksand. So we have the hydrant in here, and we have the electric in here. So we'll bring the electric up into this box that we put in here when we put up the high tunnel, and then we can run a switch off of here, or we can run a plug, and we can run the fan off of that. We've got this all backfilled all the way around. I'm going to be interested to see how our asparagus does, because we kind of drove on it a little bit. We've got some asparagus in here. I have a feeling this will come back if we kind of rake this off here. So that's good. Let's go head down the other way, and I'll show you what we did over there. At least now we can get by here without going in big piles of dirt. It all, like from here to here, obviously it still needs to be cleaned up. You know, this needs to be raked. I did the best I could with scraping it off. Obviously right here I couldn't get back over on this side and scrape that way, so that still needs to have some work done, but we'll get there. So the other hydrant, or the second hydrant, is right here in the middle. So I'm gonna slip and fall if I'm not careful, because it's that muddy. So hydrant right here, electrical right there. We're gonna put a box on that post so we can run like a tank heater in the winter. You can see the meat chickens are doing great. So you can see, like, some of this area I was able to scrape all of the dirt off and get just grass showing, but there's still other spots where there's a lot of dirt. But I was in a hurry because we were racing this rain. So I'll take you over. This is the original hydrant over here that we replaced. So now there's one of these new hydrants here. We still need to backfill. We've got to take some of this dirt and put it over here and put it over there. That's where the electric is going into the barn. And then we, holy smokes, almost bit it. I don't know if you guys can see. If I go over there, I'm gonna bite it. See where the coils are down there? We've got electrical lines going there. And then we have the last hydrant right over here by the pigs. So again, I'm gonna end up falling in my Crocs if I go over there. So let me get closer. The hydrant right there, and then again electrical right there, so we can run a heater or whatever, or if we want to run a fence charger or something. So there's gonna be plenty of settling as this goes along, and then once it starts to get a little bit more compacted, or I may just overflow it, and then I will just run the tractor right down the trench, probably put something in the bucket so that the front wheels, which are smaller, have a much larger weight over top of them, and it'll compact it down as best I can. And then we'll just keep on you know, scraping and filling and compacting, and that's it. So a lot of finished work to do. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I think my dad's going to be able to come back tomorrow. He actually is still in the barn looking to make sure that we've got all the electrical stuff that we need, so that we can hook the electrical to the house. We can get ourselves electrical at the chicken coop, at the hydrant there, the hydrant in the middle, and down in the high tunnel, which will be awesome. The well is working. We just have to turn the water back onto the hydrants, and that will be nice because now we'll be able to use that for getting water to everybody. And because we'll have water all the way down there, we won't have to be schlepping hoses. And because we're going to have electrical down there, we won't have to be like, we had 250 feet of, or 200 feet of electrical cables, extension cords, so that we could run the fan for the high tunnel. So we won't have to do that. It'll be great. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I am not a plumber. I am not an electrician. I am not a heavy machinery operator. I'm a homesteader, and we're trying to do a little bit I can. I try to learn from my dad. My dad knows a ton of this stuff. Honestly, the plumbing for all of this was pretty easy. Like I said, we already had a hydrant here that had an elbow that went to it. So we dug down, we took that elbow off, we put a T on so that we could put the hydrant there, and then we could continue the water on. And then it's as simple as running the water lines and just making easy, simple connections. We used, I think they're called Oetiker clamps, and it was really quite easy. So, and thankfully we didn't have any leaks. Knock on wood. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a long time in the making. We had the digging done on Friday, and now it's Tuesday night, but this is going to be awesome. So leave a comment below, click on that thumbs up, the subscribe button if you haven't already, share a video, share an old video, share a new video, whatever, and join the Homestead Dad Facebook group on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you and your family as he has so richly blessed ours, and I will see you guys very soon as we start doing the electric. Talk to you guys later.